Hi, y'all. Welcome to stream. Hope everybody had a super duper Friday. I know we're over halfway through on this coast, so some of y'all are real close to being done. It's funny, you can see how I'm holding the ring con. So weird. Alright. Let's do it. We're just gonna be doing not as much as normal actually today. Hi Mystic. We're gonna do come in. Mystic. I saw it before you sent the message. Our camera told us that it was there. So it came in. They're just, it's like freeze-dried pieces of, oh gosh, it's so bright you can't even see it. But like, it's just freeze-dried pieces of salmon. And I think she likes them already. Come here. Here. There you go, sweetie. She was playing with it when I gave her the first one. Hi! You want this one? Okay. Oh, good girl. That's good. Hi, Pickle. Hey, everybody's here today. I think we made it to the next section of this thing, too. Thanks for contributing to the community goals. I just re-upped I just extended their time again, so. Don't worry, I am prepared. I have water. Ooh. Here, sweetheart. Another one? Come here. She's so excited. Here. Good girl. Thank you. I think she likes them. We are going to do the stretch today. I'm just going to try not to kill my knuckles while we're doing this. Look at this little demon. Get away from that. Pickle, how was your Christmas? I know I didn't get to ask you this week or last week. Did you have a good one? Bye. Go. It's okay. What? Lonely? Yeah. It do be like that sometimes. That's how I felt on my birthday. But I got to hang out with y'all, so it was alright. This is like the haunted mansion or town in Pokemon. We have a ghost down now. Let's go. Do you? When are you doing that? How far away does she live? What, pup? Why are you looking at me so funny? Oh, shoot. He's running. Gotcha, bitch. One, two, three. A 4-hour drive. She's normally like a... Oh, is she like somewhere nearby then? What, Bob? Her and her hubby are staying. Oh, cool. The 2nd of January? I keep forgetting that we're still in December because New Year's hasn't happened yet. Let's do this one. Oh, he's strong as... Are you guys gonna do anything exciting while she's there? Are they just coming to see you? Is that why they're going to be in the area? Oh, okay. So they know the area that you're in then? They've been there? Or do they just know people? You know them too? Okay. Do you still, do you live where you grew up? Are you like in your hometown? I don't know if I've asked that before. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. It's always just amazing to me that people, like, people stay in hometown. We didn't stay in our hometown. I was born in South Carolina and we like didn't stay there at all. This music's reminding me of Blade when they're in the club. You've lived in Ontario your whole life? Is it nice there? Have you ever wanted to go somewhere else? Yeah, it's nice there. And you haven't really wanted to go anywhere else? Alright. For some people, that's comfortable, so I get that. Damn. These dark blue guys are super strong. You go to visit other places but not live so much. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, my leg, it cramped. I felt that in my soul. Hey, Pepe, what's up? Alright, let's do this one then, on this guy. Oh, cramping my leg. I like mean thigh cramps right now. They're hitting me randomly. It's because I'm going extra hard super quick today. Thigh. Ow. Alright. There we go. We didn't move around until after I got through high school. Like, not across the sea, but we moved a bunch when I was going through school, right? So, like, but we stayed stateside. Like, we went Texas, Colorado, Georgia. We repeated between Texas and Georgia a bit. Get back here, you little shit. Alright. Oh. The thighs. I'm okay. Just like the worst cramping, like the worst time for it. Okay. I think we're alright. Ooh. This is what I get for taking the breaks. I think it's more not feeling well. Maybe. I'm still very congested. I actually took medicine the second time I went to sleep because the first time I was coughing myself awake. My God. It's like right in the back too. Whew. I hope this is arms. Bootstrap tower. There's no fucking way this is arms. Oh, it is. Look, chest, trapezius, and upper arms. Yay! Oh, I bet it's this. Oh, okay. That's weird. That's a weird one. Collect all the tokens. And it shows you, based on your press in, how far you're gonna go. How do I go? There? Okay. I didn't make it. There we go. Ah! I missed. No! Oh! The timing. Okay. There we go. Got it. Boom. Bam. Bow. Kapow. Ooh. Oh, I only got part of this. Oh. How do I have a best on this? I have a high score on this? Wait. How? So you have to go fast. Okay. I missed one. There we go. Ooh, there we go. I missed the whole side though. Seconds. 2. Nice. New high score. Sick. I don't know when I did that one before. It must have been really early in the game, and they just brought it back now. Potage? Is that what that is? I don't know if there's an accent on that. So yellow, ab skills. Damn, squats. Oh, my leg's better. Oh. Hi, bub. What's up? What are you doing? Yeah, one more. There we go. Damn, I jumped right into him. Yellow. That wouldn't be bad. Yeah, we'll do the other yellow first. Move. Thank you. Hi, puppy. Hi, sweet girl. Hi. Oh. Right in the fucking chin. I swear she could be a boxer. Hi, sweet girl. Hi. 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 That's my face. Hi. I think she likes the salmon treats. She's giving me lots of attention right now. Hi. 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 Oh, the other guy died. I didn't even see. Hi, pup. What do you want, puppy? Hi. Hi. Come on. Here, hop up. Come on. Yes, good girl. Hi, sweetness. You're so cute. Hey. No. What? this music. We're jamming today. Where are we going? Oh, shit. Oh, nice. We leveled. Ooh, yay. I like this one. Oh, yes. This is good. Are we going around this whole thing? Yep, we are. Damn, I should have grabbed that heart, actually. I wasn't thinking. Oh. We're almost there. Woo. 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 Yeah, not this time, bitch. Another chest? Jeez. There's been a lot of chests on this. Like these 3 that we've done. Oh, they're hitting us with everything. Yeah. What's up, Pep? Hi. Hi, sweetie. Alright. We're almost done. Like I said, today's going to be a light day. I think we're going to do one more thing and then that'll be it. Let's do this one. Oh, it's the ab set? I don't want to do this. I have to lay on the floor. What is this? More jumps, so more squats. What? What, pup? This ghost is looking for something. Ah! Let's do this. Why are you so grumpy? What? What you want? You want more treats. That's all you want. And I'm not giving you any more right now. Butthead. Okay. Oh, we've been here before. Yeah, we're not doing that. Cheese. Oh, do we get to fly? We do. We can't see shit. It's so foggy. Oh. Oh, this is where we learn to fly. Okay. Oh, I missed. Okay. We're running. I feel like Forrest Gump right now. I just felt like running. Oop. Oop. There we go. Where's the multi? Oh, there was no way I was missing those guys. They were huge. Jeez. What are you doing? Quit it. This guy in the middle is huge. What?
We have an issue.
What?
I can't see.
Alright.
So, I think I'm just gonna die today.
Alright. So you're gonna stay up until 7 tomorrow?
7 a.m.
That's a long time. It's more than 12 hours.
It's way more especially since I've been up since to 7 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
But in lieu of this situation, I'm gonna get Taco Bell.
Okay. Alright.
Is there anything you want from Taco? Shut up, dog. Is there anything you want from Taco Bell?
Yeah. I'll have some.
How's the thing going?
Mazakine, you want a treat? Mystic says you want a treat. Oh. Here.
Hello, the people.
Up. Up, up. Here. Thank you. Good girl. Thanks for contributing to the giveaway.
Are these like chips?
They are freeze-dried salmon.
Oh. This is a really big container.
It is.
For how much is in there. Why do they put it in such a big container?
I don't know.
Freeze-dried salmon. Oh, we recommend the following servings
Yeah, I
of
saw
treats
it.
up to 3 times per day.
I saw it.
It's okay. We used to feed her a whole salmon.
Yeah.
Back when she would actually eat it.
Whew. Alright.
What would you like from Taco Bell?
Get what you're getting first, and give me a second to finish off this fight and this run. And I'm gonna be done with Ring Fit for today once we do that. Oh yeah. That felt great. This kettlebell is a fucking tank now because it's infected.
Infected by Drago stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, if they glow purple, they get like 6 times the amount of health. I need another lucky break. That was not lucky, but it'll do.
You know what the issue is?
What?
Probably the reason I can't sleep.
Huh.
It's because I'm actually enjoying the game and I want to learn more about it.
Yeah.
That's what happens whenever I find something that like I'm interested in. My fucking whole being won't rest until I know everything about it. I hate it. Okay, I pretty much picked what I want.
Okay, I'm almost done. Boom. Bam. We made it.
I'm assuming you want a nachos cheese Dorito.
Like one Dorito?
Like a Dorito taco.
Yeah, I do.
Or do you want like a box
A box would be better.
of just Doritos tacos?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Sweet. Alright, that's enough Ring Fit. I'm over it. Alright. I'm gonna swap some stuff over real quick. Starting with the camera. You guys get to stare at my nose. It's so dirty. Here, I'm gonna put this here for right the moment.
What do you plan on playing afterwards?
I'll probably pop on to Destiny or something, I don't know. But I'm gonna put y'all on the Be Right Back screen for this moment. I'll be right back. Alright, y'all. I'm back. Let me pop this mic down a little bit so I'm not ear blasting you guys. There. And then we're going to fix the camera so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I can't. Why did this not pop up? Alright, we need to drop the brightness down. Still super bright. It's because of the light. We're gonna zoom out. There we go. That's a little bit better. You guys can like see real colors now. Kind of. As long as I keep it down low. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's do this and see if we can get some more distance on this this thing. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Close. Close. You guys get to see my mat and stuff and my bracelets. I'll show you guys my new keycaps that just came in.
War Factory.
War Factory.
Those are fucking huge on the...
It's because this thing is pretty close. Alright. It's backwards. I forgot to flip the camera. So I have to remember that it's backwards.
Does it matter?
It does for me moving it, trying to figure out which fucking direction I've got to go. Came with some 6 stickers. This guy.
Oh, there's 2 for each? You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Risk of Rain.
Yeah, it does.
Banjo.
So they have these markings on here to tell you how to pull it out of the fucking box. Oh, it's the wrong side.
Oh, it could be the magnet just kind of moved.
There we go. Ah! It fell off.
Wait.
Where's my condom?
Where are your finger condoms?
My finger rubbers. I was trying to get it to sound better, but it really doesn't. It comes with a little pack that tells you how to do all this. There's my finger
condoms.
What is...
You gotta open them on screen. Yeah.
The fucked up part is it's not gonna sit like it does on you because I have nails. Oh fuck, the wrong way. I forgot how to put a fucking finger condom. I tried to put it on the backwards. Obviously, I don't have a wiener. Oh, because I keep putting it on backwards. Wait, what?
You had it right the first time.
Yeah, but it wasn't unrolling. Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck. That's why. Hang on, it's stuck to the side. There. Okay. I thought I had it right the first time, but it wasn't coming off. Now I know why. It's because it was stuck to itself. Okay. I swear we got it. No, we don't. It's just gonna keep sticking.
Do you need help?
It's just stuck. It's stuck to itself.
Let me see this. You're undoing it now.
No, I'm not, because it's stuck. You see? See what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
No, it was right the first time. It's just the rubber is sticky to itself.
It's like melted to itself.
Yeah. Alright, well.
That's it for that finger condom.
I'm gonna open another one of these.
Put it on the very tip.
No, you can't, because it doesn't stay on. I'm gonna grab a finger condom out of one of the other ones.
It's like too short.
Yeah. Yeah, because it won't unroll. I'm not gonna look at the stickers or anything. I'm just gonna grab the ruber out. How unfortunate is that?
Yeah, that's weird. The defective.
That's the first time I've seen that happen, too.
Get your money back.
For the finger condom. That's it. Get your money back for that. Where's the one in this one? Oh, it wasn't coming out. Okay. Okay. Alright, hopefully. Their packaging is so funny to me because it does look like actual condom packaging. Okay, look at that. Alright, like a glove. Boom. Bam. Alright, now I can pick this up. Even though I'm just going to touch it later, but I just need to... Can you get back on your little standy, please? Because... There we go. Alright. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's like... We're going to move all this other stuff off.
It shows up pretty vibrant on the camera.
It does, yeah.
It's kind of hard to see what's in it.
It's like a little, here, I'll turn it so you can see a little bit better.
You have to, like, bring it closer to the camera.
Yeah. It's gonna get kind of, oh, there it is. It finally focused. Look, you can see him now. It's a little astronaut. This one's cool. I take them off so you can see the sides.
Yeah, they put a lot of work into the side.
Wait. It looks like it reminds me of like a truck on the edges. There's a lot of detail. It doesn't surprise me that it takes them so long to get these out. It's like a Land Rover.
Oh, when I ordered them, they weren't even made yet.
Yeah. Look at him. Alright, that's the first one. I'll put it over here for now. Alright. I don't know if all of them are going to come with the same stickers or not. Like the Door Factory sticker, yeah, it's going to be the same. Oh, look, this is a different one. Oh, both of them are different, actually. So, this one is actually a model of the thing on the bottom of the one that we just opened, right? It's the same. This little sticker, it's the bottom.
I think that's just a different keycap. Because they're all going to look...
That's a vehicle.
They're all going to kind of have that kind of design.
Yeah, but it looks like the vehicle bottom. See it?
Yeah. And I just got a vacuum.
That's really cool. Okay. And then, yeah, this guy's vacuuming. I bet space is dusty as hell. You know? Like being on the moon. I bet it'd be super dusty.
Probably. Moon dust.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this one fell off too. It's probably because I jostled them around yesterday. Actually, this one's a direct model of the sticker.
Yeah, that's what I think. The sticker's supposed to be the one that... Hey, lay down, dog. Come on.
He's
why
like...
in my face?
He's like playing a game in there. Yeah, let me get it closer.
Lay down. I can't see the screen.
It's really bright. Yeah, it's hard to see this one.
It's
There we
a
go.
dog standing right in front of me. Lay down.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that one looks more like a vehicle.
Yeah, because it is. It definitely is. He's like sitting in the cabin at the front.
Yeah.
Definitely a vehicle. He's playing a little game thing. It's like holding a switch. It's cool. I like that. And there's the back of it.
Oh, this one's the moon. It's the moon rock.
So it's gonna look like that.
You should, yeah.
Right.
But I think it's gonna be a pinkish color instead of being like a gray moon.
Another Door Factory sticker. And then, yeah, here's a sticker for the actual thing. That's a repeat.
Down.
The other sticker's a repeat,
Down.
but there's this one.
Alright, let me put that on my bottle then if it's a repeat.
Yeah.
Plus, that's the one I like because it's like this green.
Alright. Damn. Yeah, all of these fell off.
Oh, they're sideways. It doesn't even look like they put them in. Oh, the moon rock's blue.
Yeah, it's like purplish blue. Ah.
I totally forgot what colors I picked when
This
it's been so long.
one
Oh,
has...
shit. It's like a darker at the bottom.
Yeah, it's
like
like
a
bluish
two-tone.
purple. Yeah.
I don't remember it being like that on the website. That's okay though. It looks cool. Look at the detail in the craters.
Yeah, look at that.
And the rope that's holding onto it. Is there something in one of the craters?
No, there's just different colors.
That right there. Isn't that something in the crater?
No. There's like a bunch of tubes connected to it, so maybe it's like a power source, but it's got some sparkles and I like that. There's like little sparkles in the edges. Alright. I like this one. I think so far this one's probably close to my favorite. It's like between this one and the vehicle.
That's the coolest one in the set. If I was to only get one of them, I would have just gotten that one.
Yeah.
The moon rock. Galaxy
He's
fish.
out fishing. This Door Factory sticker seems bigger than the others.
Might be.
It's just a cut or something. Hey, another new sticker for the guy, too. So here's the fishing sticker.
Nice. A rainbow bob.
And then this guy's got a jetpack and he's like working on something. Looks like he's welding. Whatever. Just need to clear my... Just need to clear my head. No, they're all off. I don't think the first one was off that I opened yesterday though. There we go. Oh, I like this one. Because the planet actually has a ring. I don't know if you can... Yeah, you can kind of see it. See him? The planet actually has a little ring on it.
Ezekine, lay down.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that, and you can see the ring better on the planet. So much detail on these. Nice. I like that one.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the one that I opened yesterday because the card is backwards. You can tell. This one's the half short's sleeping. Here's my door factory sticker. Another repeat for this one.
What's that? That looks like a plant.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of plants and they're like cuddling a stuffy.
I don't remember that being one. That would be cool. I think the cool thing about the moon is that it's not gelled over. It's like a completely different shape.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like cuddling a stuffed star. Oh, there's a different number on this one. There was a 2 on one of the other ones. I think each one of them had a different number right here.
Oh, maybe that's for like the piece in the set.
Yeah. See? That's nice. Alright, that's the set.
That's all of them.
That is all of them. Look at that. So cool. I do like this one. The fishing one's pretty cool. Honestly, this one might be my favorite besides the moon.
The one that's a full cab.
Yeah. Yeah, the full cab is really cool.
I think those two are cool because their shapes are like different. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
There's more to it.
Cool. Alright, yo. I was gonna stick them on the keyboard, but I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. I think I will wait. Thanks, Dwarf Factory. Not sponsored.
That'd be cool though.
That would be cool. I really like the work that they do. They have such a variety too. Like this was a space theme, but they have all kinds of different ones on their site.
Oh, I'm working on my sushi one.
Yeah, you have your sushi one. Here you can see the cards all next to each other.
The art on the cards is really cool.
Yeah.
They look really like detailed. I don't know what you would do with the cards, but they're there.
Yeah.
Like it's something that they didn't have to do that they did.
It's pretty cool. Oh, they're like sideways. Those are really cool. Here's some finger condom ASMR. I heard the squeaking as I was sitting here.
What are you gonna put them on your keyboard?
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it right now. But I will show you guys my keyboard. This is my Kill a Kill keyboard.
Yeah, flip it.
Oh, yeah. She's so intense. Oh, I was opening up my keycaps Did you see him? Did you get to see him, Dill? Pickle. I'm going to show you my keyboard now. The keyboard that I don't use unless I'm playing on PC. I think we're going to end up putting the new keycaps along this edge, even though I'd like to put them somewhere that doesn't take away from the picture, but we're kind of going to be making a new keyboard of sorts. It's going to be a custom keyboard with all different keys. So your mom's RC been AFK. Oh, say hi for me. Hi, Mama Pickle.
I mean, if you want them to
What bitch put a heart on your name? 2 hearts. Do I have to kill somebody at Taco Bell?
I don't know. Why is it my name instead of yours?
Because you ordered on your account.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it went under your name.
That's
I just got myself a freezy. Ah! No, look, there's a fucking bend in the straw.
If you want, I can swap your keycaps so that way it's not like all the way kill and then you have the weird space stuff.
Oh, this thing is like, is it cracked? She says hi. Sweet. Thanks. Oh, that's so appropriate. The song that just came on said it's cosmic. That was super appropriate song for what we were doing. There's so much rattling, I'm sorry.
I am also sorry.
We're getting food out of the bag.
Here.
Oh, my fingers are sweaty from that. Oh, look, I have a ring. My fingers are sticky and sweaty from touching them. Having them in the condom.
That's not a good spot for them.
No. Doritos, Locos. Ah! Some of the tomato fell out.
I think some of the burritos in there are mine, but
yeah.
we'll have to figure that out. I don't know which burritos are which.
The ones that don't say Supreme.
This is your Dorito? No, this is my Dorito. I think.
Ooh, fries.
They're very loose fucking burrito.
Oh, these ones are gonna be... They're all marked the same. But this is that other meal, so those ones are yours. No?
This is your burrito.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't order this. You want it? Or do you want one of my burritos? This one should be...
Oh, there's 3 in here.
Your burrito as well.
How do you know?
I don't.
Okay, cool. Here, you figure out the burrito problem.
Very honestly, I can't tell you.
Alright.
Special burrito. Special burrito. This one's yours, for sure. I know it. This one's also yours.
Okay.
Do you want this?
If you're already eating it, just finish eating it. Oh, that's so bright. Here we go. Do you want to put this on top of the computer over there? Since you're here.
Move, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix the...
Lights all messed up.
Yeah, the lights all messed up because I did a reconfiguration.
Destiny today. It is Friday. Is it raid day Friday?
It could be, but I'm probably just going to work on getting into Platinum.
And Crucible?
Yeah. Try to get that seal.
How much time do you have?
Till reset. I mean reset of the season.
Oh, you said reset of the season?
Yeah.
Oh, you have a couple weeks.
I have many months. Will you turn the camera slightly to the right? Yeah, and then lift the head up. And do this to the front of it. Yeah. Perfect. I can fix that. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I can adjust it from there. I just need to set it up a little bit different.
Well, if you want, I could play Destiny with you. I have to stay up anyways.
Oh shit. That's better. There we go. Boom. Bam. Fixed. Adjusted. We are good to go. Do I want to play Destiny or do I just want to do some runs of Slay the Spire? These are the questions we ask ourselves. No. I finished a seal this week. I'm good. If anybody wants me to play over the weekend, they'll send me an invite. I think I'll just run Slay the Spire. I'll show you guys a new game.
Or you could play this Slay the Princess.
That's on... That's not the capture card. That's the actual PC. It's not downloaded.
It's a very small game.
What'd you say it was?
Slay the Princess.
No, not the name. What kind of game is it?
It's a psychological horror. I guess it's kind of like a roguelike as well, since you play multiple runs, but it doesn't require that much thinking. It's basically a narrative read and pick what you want to do out of options.
Alright, let's see if it actually connects to the auto capture. No Destiny today. These fries are pretty banging.
And the cool thing about Slay the Princess, it's got a stupid amount of scenarios, and they're all, I'm pretty sure, voice lined.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like a Monster Prom where you have to voice it yourself.
Look at that. I received a gift. There's 10 downloads. I could be showing you all this. There we go. There we go. Oh my god. We're just gonna move this way the fuck down here. Escape Simulator got a patch notes.
Yeah, it did. Okay, I guess it's bigger than I thought it was.
A little bit.
But that just means there's a lot of content. And everything is hand-drawn.
Hi, puppy.
And it was free.
And it was free.
Well, it was free for you.
Yeah.
I bought it. But it was on sale. Oh, you know how Gruen's been bugging me to play Civ 6? For like since I've met him? Now I'm like, nah. Well, Civ is like a $50 game, right? I wound up getting it the other day because it was on sale for $5. I was like, I don't know if I'll ever play this game, but
If a $50 game's gonna be on sale.
I can't really beat a 90 fucking % off deal. Like,
That's nuts.
I was like, there's no fucking way. Because I saw it for $5, and I was like, oh, $5, it must be like $15 game. Nope, like $50 game.
That's ridiculous.
Crazy.
I think I've resigned myself to believing that Taco Bell chips taste funny.
Can I have a chip? You already eat all the fries? Wait, I want cheese. I want plastic cheese. Oh. Bro, here's your mild sauce.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it hasn't come to a point where I needed it yet. So I haven't really if I didn't have it.
It's like 6 of them.
Well, I hope that's enough. I'm just kidding. I have another mild thing downstairs too.
There's more.
Oh, they actually gave us what we asked for?
I asked for 10 mild sauces and I asked for 15 Diablo sauces.
Well, hey, the game is ready to play.
I don't think they really counted. I think they just grabbed 2 handfuls of sauces.
Look at all these updates happening. It's because I haven't been on Steam for a minute.
You gotta play it?
What?
You gotta play it?
What?
You gotta play it? This is your burrito.
Thanks. Jeez, that's so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of food. It was a pricey order.
I'm gonna be fighting for my life in about 10 hours. Ah. Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
I'm just trying to pause all this shit.
I mean, it should be fine to keep it under your game because it doesn't require any internet.
Alright, let's go
Use Quick Library.
home. Torn poster.
Ah.
I don't think it auto captures it. Alright. That's alright.
Well, do the full screen thing. Okay.
Yeah, but it would have already captured the game screen if it was capturing. So,
Oh, why wouldn't it do
whatever horrors you may find, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. The music is giving me Minecraft vibes.
I can't hear it, so.
We're gonna pause the music. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. Basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will
This
be
is
the
giving me
end of the world.
Huntsman and Snow White vibes.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Huntsman and Snow White vibes.
You're here to slay her.
Can you make sure to turn that down a tiny bit? Thanks. Oh my god, there's so many choices.
Yeah, you get a lot of choices.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
I want to know if I get a reward. I'll have to slay her before I get it. What is my prize gonna be?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
That seems suspicious. The end of the world? What are you
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how? Hey, there's a prompt for that. But how can a princess locked away in a basement
Don't
in the world?
linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Look here, fucking narrator guy. I will linger on the specifics because I want to know why I'm doing this. I didn't sign up for this. All I did was press play. And I have to kill someone?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Hi, puppy.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she is dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
A pragmatic lens, you
Causality
say?
doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Oh, but you said if she leaves the cabin. So if I just leave her in the cabin, and she never leaves, then we're good. So she and I can get married and live in the cabin. We'll just have a marriage in the cabin. Alright?
It's There's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
She's pretty invested in this
Unless,
death.
of course, you do your job and slay her.
Hell yeah. Look, I'll go and I'll talk to her. If she's bad, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything, and I'll have a chance to meet her.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Honeyed
Then
words.
each and every one of us is doomed.
You know, honey catches flies better than vinegar, Mr. Narrator. Maybe you should try some honey words. I'm a fan.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
You know, your sarcastic attitude, uncalled for.
You make your way up a short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh, thanks for the resub. "13 months. It's officially been over a year.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
The voice of the hero. I thought we were the hero.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Is that the one we have to use?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What if I don't take it?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light.
I don't want her to think I'm here to
below.
kill her.
This
having
is
a blade
an
in my hand.
oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Damn, it's an ad right now.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Voice of the hero.
The voice is hypnotizing. I'm waiting the 10 seconds for you.
The ad should be over.
Yeah. Alright.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
That's suspicious. Why wouldn't you just greet me at the bottom of the stairs? Like a normal human.
You walk down the stairs
Oh,
and
'cause
lock eyes
she's chained.
with the princess.
Never mind.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Okay.
We're gonna chat.
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Is she lying to me? Why do you have to think about what your name is?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
I don't think you just forget your own name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
You should probably just answer the questions, bitch.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right? The princess hesitates before responding.
Jesus Christ. More hesitation?
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
I'd believe you if you fucking told the truth and stopped hesitating over both of your answers, bud. Yeah, I've had
Thank
enough.
You turn back to the stairs.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me?
Excuse me?
You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run along and get whatever you're planning to get. But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Look, if you were gonna slip the change, you'd have done it How long have you been down here? Well before now.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
I think she's possessed by Satan. The fuck was that voice change?
She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger? This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now. Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
I don't really want to walk closer to that because we don't even know where the fuck she's at.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
She's gonna hit me over the back of the fucking head.
You step forward to investigate the severed limb. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement.
Okay. Cool.
And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you. Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh. Holy shit. What is she? You roll the princess off your back and turn to face her, rising to your knees and readying your blade. Those eyes. She's going to kill us. Yes, things do look a little grim, don't they? The two of you are losing quite a lot of blood, but there's a reason she decided to strike from ambush. She isn't confident about a direct confrontation.
Stab, stab. I didn't realize that my pointer had a fucking blade in its hand now. So I just like stab her in the face. Stab, stab, stab.
Just because she's playing it safe doesn't mean we have the upper hand. Come on now. Don't let your confidence waver. This is an important moment.
I'm going to kill you.
Not if I kill you first.
The princess leaps onto you as you raise your blade in defense. You find your target, and time after time you strike, but the wounds she inflicted in her ambush hinder your movements, and with each fresh exchange you're a little slower, a little weaker. You seek solace in the fact that she's slowing too. Finally, she collapses, and you collapse beside her.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Your grasp on the blade weakens. It slips from your numb fingers, lying uselessly on the floor. This can't be how it ends, right? I'm sorry, but it is. You aren't making it out of this basement, but at least you finished the job. Everything goes dark, and you die.
What the fuck?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
What?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Voice of the opportunist now?
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry, you can trust us to get the job done.
Let's go.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that,
different.
almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What the fuck are we? Look at our arm.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's familiar.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down.
Oh, she's
Don't
already
be
starting
scared.
off being a
I
fucking
probably
fucker.
won't bite. But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the... You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
Amazeballs.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Why does her leg look like my arm?
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it. Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that. Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Without uttering a word, you charge. So much for finding an easy way out. I can't believe you're making us work for it.
Oops.
Better a violent fool than a plotting coward. Better for me, at least.
As you close the distance, readying your strike, the princess's chain falls from her
Hey, I
wrist.
just got an achievement. So she was
She
not
takes
in the
advantage of
chains.
your split second of surprise and throws a fistful of dirt into your eyes. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
Yeah.
A woman after my own heart, really. It's a shame we're playing opposite teams. This is why you couldn't just abandon her here. Left to her own devices, she would always find a way out. Now stop her.
You must have known I would be ready for you. Deep in your heart, you know the same things about me I know about you. We're both so very awful.
As you brush the silt from your eyes, the princess tackles you, flattening you against the dirt floor.
We were always going to kill each other here, weren't we? I can't trust you, and you can't trust me, and those doubts spin and spin and spin into hate.
She buries her teeth deep into your chest, tearing at... Right, she's distracted him for a penny,
Oh.
right? Why not? As the princess rips meat from bone, you plunge your weapon into her unprotected back.
Ha, you bastard! Even face to face, you find a way to stab me in the back. I know you, and you're hideous, absolutely wretched. Just like me.
Maybe we are the same. So what? Throw her off us, kick her in the shins. We don't have to fight so dirty.
Yeah, we do.
Of course we do. Fighting clean won't help us win. It takes a wretch to know a wretch, and we're all at the bottom of the barrel here. There's no point in pretending otherwise. Are we at the bottom of the barrel? We've got dirt in our eyes and a chunk of us chewed out. If that's not the bottom of the barrel, what is? No arguments here. You're doing great. Keep playing dirty if that's what it takes. But if we win, we won't be at the bottom anymore. We'll have climbed a little higher. And once we start climbing, well, who knows where we'll stop? You'll stop right here if you keep daydreaming. Don't let yourself get distracted thinking about what comes after. None of us ever said we stopped fighting. What a low and vicious fight it is. Eyes gouged, skin
Am I a
scratched bloody,
bird?
hair ripped and nails broken.
Those look like
Every rule there ever was in the Book of Honourable
feathers.
Combat. Both you and the princess have broken 12 times over. That's nice and all, but are we winning? Nobody's winning. I thought playing dirty was supposed to give you the upper hand, but I suppose that doesn't work if you both sink to the same lows. Still, at least you're not losing. The princess cackles maniacally as the fracas continues. But behind her cackle, you hear the low groan of warping wood. Wait, what's going on? We're establishing a newer, better packing order. No, the groaning thing. Why is the wood making noise? Who cares about the groan? It's just a sound. Things make sounds all the time. I care about the groan. Doesn't that mean something bad is happening? Oh, yes, well, I'm afraid that's the sound of the basement getting smaller.
what?
Do you hear that, you pathetic wretch? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Excuse me, what? You and the princess disengage for a brief moment, just long enough to get your bearings. Behind you, the basement door has been sealed over, thick roots barring your only exit from the dirt pit. And slowly, but very perceptibly, the roots are closing in on you both.
That's right. They're coming for you. And they won't stop until there's nothing left down here but them. As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to see it happen.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you've been tasked to slay her. She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer. We know. We can see them.
Because it's in my nature. Just like you coming down here to kill me is in yours. It's who I am.
That is extremely not us. We're just doing what we're told and making the best out of a difficult situation. Exactly. You're in the right here. Now focus up and win. You feel something against your back. A thick root pushing its way into the cavern. An unstoppable, unyielding wall of bark. You're running out of time. Shit. What do we do? What do we do? We should probably get back to stabbing. The only way out of this is through her, right?
But we are animals. We are. You're nothing but fear and instinct, and that's all I am, too. We don't have to make things better. We can't make things better. We're just meant to chase each other in the dark until one of us catches the other. And then we'll do it again and again and again.
You know, I don't think she's actually a go-getter at all. I think we may have misread the situation. I think you misread the situation. Everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is that we can move on from them together with no hard feelings. Just focus up. You aren't dead yet. You can figure this out. The roots twist around you both, binding your limbs and rendering you helpless. As your fates close in, all you can do is watch her, and all she can do is watch you. At first it's almost gentle. The two of you lifted delicately off the ground, but the cradle of the growing roots soon gives way to tightness, and that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living basement. Tears well up in the princess's eyes, her own
Hearing it
bones
back on the
splintering and
fucking
flesh
phone was
swelling
even
with
more
trapped
fucking
blood.
skin tingly.
But still, she smiles through it all.
Yeah. So I
can't
think
wait to do this again. You wretched little thing. I hate you, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
The pressure is unbearable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding as everything tightens. And then you pop. Everything goes dark.
So I'm
And you
getting
die.
the feeling that she is just gonna be a mirror to our decisions. And he's said he was worried about his world, which makes sense because the moment that we leave with her, and this is supposed to be a love story, the moment we leave with her and we live happily ever after, the game is over. I think I figured it out. Don't giggle back there, fucking shitbird.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
I require a shrubbery.
I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Why is everything so weird?
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? There's no reason to keep secrets. We tried fighting her, and then she made the cabin itself come to life and squished us into paste. All that unfairness. What if it was just pushing us in the right direction?
The voice of the cheated?
This. It's almost worth being squished by a cabin.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I'm not.
Well, I'm convinced. The simple 2 words, I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it.
They're both playing their hands. What's the move? Do we pick a side? Do we figure out how to make everyone unhappy?
Please, don't make us remember how we were.
And just like that, you start to fall apart. Right, she really does hate us, and we hate her. It hurts thinking about us as separate things, but we're separate. We can't hate ourselves. I love me.
Honestly, I can't believe I ever thought being crushed to death with a cabin was forgivable. Did she put that thought in our heads?
Is she able to change what we think? That's not fair.
I think. I don't want to remember what it felt like to be killed. It was so much nicer when it didn't feel like it mattered.
And yet you keep remembering. You remember the loathing and animosity you've shared with the princess, the pain and the anger and the betrayal. you start to remember something else. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
Maybe bygones can't be bygones. I don't know why I ever wanted to share a body with you, of all things. It's like my very soul reeks of yours. That was horrible. This is better. Finally, I'll be able to hurt you like you deserve. I wish I didn't have to.
Some division, when so, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole. And then you find yourself, blade in hand, exactly where you need to be. At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
Kill me then, if you hate me so much. Just get it over with.
Well, this should be easy. If you're sure about it.
I mean, what's the point of being king of the hill if there's no one around to be better than? We'd just be sitting on a hill.
There's no
This
blood on
hardly
our
seems
nose this
fair
time.
to anyone. It's an easy win if we want it, but I'm not sure whose win it is. Do we have to do this? You have to. You know you have to. You raise the blade, taking aim at her heart, and then you strike.
I'm sorry.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Let's
I'm
go to the
begging you,
mirror.
don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them. This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
You already said that.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
They said the fucking same 3 lines twice.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? Thoughts without connections, a dim and nascent network. I wish to be more. I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Alright. That was aggressive.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
I'm not doing it.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
That's some bullshit.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time,
Yep.
aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me.
Let's go.
I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
No, just call me immature Michael.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh my god.
In every direction,
why are there so
is
many?
a path and a cabin.
Yo, this
And
feels
not
like
just a cabin.
being a DM when your
The cabin.
your players don't want to go
Infinite
where you need them to
fractal
go.
paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
This is how you keep your D&D group on track. Every path leads to the path.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Alright.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay her.
Oh my god, there's walls now. Stay in the woods forever.
Clever. A little boring, though.
It's extremely boring.
Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing?
No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing. Forever.
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? It's getting...
Yay! Something's happening.
What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore.
Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
We are in the long quiet once again. Where is she? Why are we here? This vessel is full of you. It is useless. It doesn't bring more gifts. Regret. We must weave something new. There's only so much thread in this place, do not waste it. Ah! Jesus Christ,
You're
alright.
on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Alright, okay, alright,
Does it?
seems bad.
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value
That's
to
aggressive.
society. Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
Alright, let's not take the blade and just go in the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, her voice soft.
Hello?
Don't
Yes,
let it fall.
we are here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous...
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Let's do it.
You walk down the
Bum, bum,
stairs
bum,
and
bada,
lock
bum.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end. You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right
We're
thing.
doing the right thing. I'm convinced.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Well, that's a problem.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
You go outside, Bubba.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Well,
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Ugh.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort
These
to crack through
fucking
the bone of her
sounds,
arm.
dude. Oh, it's making my skin crawl. Oh, fucking hell.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's go.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
What?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, this is some fucking bullshit. Hey.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
No, you're not. You're just trying to get us killed, too.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, she's like a fucking serial killer. 27 stabs.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not.
Come here.
Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Hey, new chapter.
You're on a path in the... You're here to... A warning. Before she will lie. If only you knew... Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Alright. The power of our love.
What? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do. But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would... In which case she'd be lying to you. That's a great idea. We shouldn't waste time I'm not lying to you. Use your...
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the... This really isn't... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place. You take the blade from... I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
A dashing
Hopefully
sword.
it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess?
What the
She
fuck?
wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. I'm not so sure.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved.
And she made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
You died, and now we're talking.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What?
Alright.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Yes, I can.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You're what?
Yes.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our
He's gonna
life
pull a
without a
Romeo
second
and
thought.
Juliet.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked.
You let her out, right?
I'll be damned.
Oh, did you just burp? Ew. Ew. Fucking gross. Oh, the fucking burp. Dude. I just inhaled that fucking burp like I was taking a rip. That was gross, bud. Wow. That went in my mouth and my nose at the same time.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
Hi, sweetie. You smell like doggy kibbles. You must have been hungry.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved.
Hey, bud. Oh, your breath fucking stinks, dude. Okay. Alright.
Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
Fuck you, narrator.
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world?
spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do? That sounds perfect.
As
Yay!
the
Sure
princess
music.
takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Yay!
Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone?
Uh-oh.
I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm
Shit.
cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
I was right, we do have feathers. Uh-oh. You don't get the chance to make that jacket normally ever. It's time for you to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Is it us again? We've grown. We're back in the long quiet. Look, there she is.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry. I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Jesus.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. That's the spirit. You make your way up the interior of the cabin is almost a blade, is your You take the
Onward.
door to the base. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with she's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship. Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would be easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her
Always
shoulder.
keep him guessing.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around. You steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain,
Jesus.
falling forward and
Why
sinking
the
your
fuck
blade
is she so
deep
strong?
into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have the time to worry over her words. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Righteous.
You're on a path. You're here to... I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you... That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits. Just be quick about it. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Oh, this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
Oh,
there's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin. A warning. She will lie, she will cheat. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already. The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's death. There isn't. You already wasted. As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. Cold. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
It's like a cave.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Why is there sulfur? Why would it be heavy?
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement
She's got
wall.
horns this time.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Okay, fine. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
You look exactly the same. What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Free her? You aren't... I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free? I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh, and I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists. Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part. Don't be such a coward. I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it. Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life. We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it. I'm sorry, did I hear that right? Did you just say you're going to try and free? She doesn't even want to be free. Exactly. So beyond the apocalyptic moral implications of letting her out, how do we even think that's going to work? I mean, we have a weapon, right? We could always just cut her out while she's trying to kill you. Yeah, why not? And then what? Do you think she'll just follow you out of here? Maybe. I don't know. It's worth a shot, isn't it? No, it's not. Actually, no, you're not. I have a responsibility to the world here, and I'm not just going to let you throw yourself into a scenario where the literal best outcome is the end of everything. Until you come up with any other idea, your body remains standing rigidly in place. What do you think you're doing? You can't just order our body around like it's some sort of doll. Watch me. Your left arm lifts towards the ceiling and your hand twists into an obscene gesture. See? I can make you do what I want.
Oh, shit.
So what? You barely managed to lift our arm.
What are you doing? What is that? Why are you moving so weird?
The princess, taken aback, flashes her own rude gesture in return.
That's amazing.
Hey, you, decision maker. I want us to fight her as much as he wants us to kill her, but this is boorish. Just ignore him. If you want to try and free her, I don't think there's much he can do to actually stop you. You know what? Fine. Blade in hand, you charge forward to try and free the princess from her bindings.
Finally. I have no idea what you were just doing, but I'm glad it's over.
Slash across her wrist, her elbow comes crashing down on your skull. It's a devastating blow. Your body crumples to the floor, limbs suddenly refusing to respond. This might be it.
That's it, huh? You've gotten really soft.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Really? In just one blow? Yes.
Oh, come on, that's hardly fair. We're not dead. You're just flipping the table over.
It is what it is. You're dead. Finished. Over.
Alright, fine. This whole thing's a frustrating mess anyways. We're better off with a fresh start. I'll see you two next time.
Oh, another chapter 3.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damn focused on freeing her, we wouldn't have died back there. You're strong, but you're bullheaded. This isn't a fight, it's a puzzle.
The voice of the skeptic.
She's stronger than us, but we can use that to our advantage. I hate puzzles.
Yeah, of course you do. I've never done a puzzle myself, but anything that doesn't get us beaten to death is good in my book. What do you have in mind?
Same thing as last time, only we'll be smarter about it. We're getting her out of there. After that, we're seeing what happens.
Are you insane? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If she gets out of here, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
Enlighten me then.
I have no memory of meeting you, but you've clearly seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. You'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here.
So where does that leave us?
It leaves us exactly where we started, and where I'm sure you've already been before. The princess, left unhindered, will bring about the end of the world. You have to put a stop to her. The only way to do that is to slay her.
But we didn't stop her last time. We died. Yet here we are in a world unended. A different world unended, to be sure, but there's still solid ground beneath our feet. What the hell are you going on about? Even if he isn't lying, reality clearly continues to be real. So I want to see what happens when she leaves. I think we all need to see the truth.
Intense.
Absolutely do not need to see that. I've already told you the truth, and the only thing to see after she leaves is the end of everything. It's not worth it.
Screw it. I'm sick of this smug asshole telling us what to do. If you need help busting her out of there, I'm your man. Welcome aboard. And if things go bad once we get her out of the cabin, well, at least you'll be able to get the fight you wanted.
The rest of you had better keep those two in check. They're far along the edge of a dangerous path. Don't let them go any further. It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
But do we know it's her? For all we know, he's in control, pulling the strings to make us too afraid to do anything but slay her.
For all we know, it could be us making the changes.
Exactly. And at least, as things are now, there's no way for us to know. But the world is clearly not as it seems. We can't trust anything until we learn more.
If you question reality itself, there's not much I can offer in the way of persuasion, but do consider that it probably isn't helpful for anyone to doubt the ground they stand on. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. There'll be time for that later. For now, you know what you have to do. The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Up to you if we want the blade. I think we can goad her out of here without it. Take it. It looks that way, sure, but it vanished the last time we interacted with it. Until proven otherwise, we shouldn't assume that it's real. A fair assumption, especially since I can assure you that there is no mirror. The only thing at the end of this room is the door to the basement. If there's a door on the other side of that thing, let's just smash it. Let's see if it stays there before we make any rash decisions. But if it is real, we should take a good look at it before we do any smashing. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you. This really is just like last time. Can you really not see the mirror? Or is pretending it doesn't exist another one of your rules? There isn't a mirror. Is it a rule to say that there isn't a mirror when there's clearly one right there? Because if it is, it's not a very good one. I'm inclined to agree, but we don't know how things work here, do we? Just smash it already. You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
She hasn't changed as much as she did the time before. She still wants a fight, which means we still know her. We can be...
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
This is getting us nowhere. Agreed. We'll have to go down there. You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. We best remember how to get back up. The last thing we want is to be stuck between a wall and a raging devil. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke? Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
Good. You don't even have to goad her. She's doing it all herself. Let her break those chains and then run for the basement. She'll chase us without a second thought. You know what? I should have tried to intervene earlier because I can't let you do that. I won't. Tough shit. We're the ones in control here. It's not the...
Yeah, doesn't feel nice to be yanked around against your will, does it? Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Okay, she's taken the bait. Now let's get out of here. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
We're planning on it. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
Wake the fuck up. Mister, I'm gonna stay up until 7 o'clock in the morning. No.
I can take a little nap before I have
What is all of this for? What's the point?
Go do
You
that.
and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Sure, we don't want a weapon. We don't have time. We just have to get her outside. That's what matters. You're making a mistake. You continue to the door. It'd be a real shame if it was stuck.
What do you think of the game?
It is interesting.
Don't listen to locks are nothing. Just barrel through. No. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You bastard. You glance back at the
gosh,
cabin
she's
as the
huge.
princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. So, this is what the end looks like.
What is this place? Where are we? This doesn't feel right. It's cold. Why is it so cold? I feel so tired.
Yo, she got taken.
She's gone. And there's that... What is that supposed to mean? Screw that! No, that can't be right.
I decayed.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
My babies.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. It changes me. It's... And yet my water, I am everything. If that remains your choice when all... My perspectives are shadowed. Perhaps this will change. As easily as you... This one yearns to grow and struggle. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for. The desires of my... I yearn for what I have always... I care about her gifts. The tides do not dictate my gift to you. We will know. if you need time. You are as I am now, and forever. What textures will you weave if you close that book? You'll always come back.
Well, I guess that means we're done. I will catch you guys on the next one. See you next week. Last week before the trip. We'll get back at it. Gotta love you and leave you. Toodles. Adios. Bye.